Captain of Hill View Rajouri, please come down to the center as we're about to kickstart the toss ceremony. No more delays. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Baba Nisar and I am bringing you the toss ceremony of the much awaited contest of this House of Wealth Champions League, Luktipoora. Well, this is the qualifier. This is among those two rivals of the game, where on one side we have got Sultan Warriors Baramullah, and on the other side we have Hill View Rajouri. They have been just leading the poll, just absolutely stunning performances. The guests we have got in this presentation ceremony, to my left, I have got chief organizer of this House of Wealth Champions League, Mr. Zaid Afzal Butt. And to his left, we have got Mr. Nilofer Saab, president of Lucktipora Cricket Association. And to his left, we have got the man who is the owner of House of Wealth Financial Services, and also he is the title sponsor of this House of Wealth Financial Services, Mr. Jahangir Alam. And to his left, we've got the captain of Hill View Rajouri, Mr. Ishtiaq Rasool. And to my right, I've got the captain of Sultan Warriors Baramullah, Mr. Wasim Kachru. Well, you all know it was those incessant rains that just kept this league for some days as a halt. but the management committee, the real contribution, the real hard works have brought this game once again to that live fashion. So not taking much of your time, all set for the toss. It's Ishtiaq who has got the coin. He flips and Wasim calls. Hat is the call. It's heads. वसीम कंग्रेचुलेशंस. तो टॉस आपने यहाँ पे जीता. सीधे मेरा सवाल, आपका डिसीजन.
थैंक यू. वी गोना बॉल फर्स्ट.
तो यहाँ पे बॉलिंग करने की कोई खास वजह?
विकेट मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा गीला सा है, तो क्या पता हमें बॉलिंग में थोड़ा मदद मिले, तो उस वजह से मैंने आज बॉलिंग की पहले.
तो क्वालिफायर मैच है और मेरे ख्याल से अपॉर्चुनिटीज आपके साइड, दोनों साइड से मिलेगी. यू विन, यू गो टू द फाइनल्स, यू लूज, यू हैव वन मोर मैच. तो उस हवाले से मेरे ख्याल से कॉम्बिनेशन में आपके आज परवेज रसूल भाई भी खेल रहे हैं, तो यू बिलीव कि दैट्स रियली गोइंग टू गिव एन अपर एज.
इंशाल्लाह हम चाहते हैं कि इसी मैच में अच्छी मेहनत करें और फाइनल में चली जाए.
तो सुल्तान्स के बारे में काफी कंप्लेंट्स की, यू आर गोइंग एट अ डाउनफॉल, बट यू नो एज ए क्रिकेटर इट्स जस्ट द फेज ऑफ द गेम एंड टुडे यू विल बी लाइकिंग जस्ट टू बाउंस बैक क्वाइट स्ट्रॉन्गर.
भाई क्रिकेट हमें यही चीज़ सिखाता है, डाउनफॉल आता रहता है और अच्छा समय आता रहता है, तो इंशाल्लाह हम कोशिश करेंगे इंशाल्लाह अच्छे करने की और रिकवर करने की.
आउटस्टेशन प्लेयर एनी इन योर साइड?
बानू पानिया.
So all the best. Thank you very much, Wasim. Ishtiaq, toss तो आपने हारा, but you have been just invited to bat first.
कोई बात नहीं, टॉस हारा तो मैं तो बहुत टॉस हारे, तो मैं जीतता हूँ, मेरे लिए वही बेस्ट है.
तो जिस तरीके से आपकी टीम, हालांकि आप रॉयल गुडविल के साथ खेल रहे हो, लेकिन आज आप हिल व्यू के साथ खेल रहे हो, तो रिसेंटली a great title in your kitty, that was Red Premier League Srinagar. You believe it's really a boosting scenario for your side?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, जब कोई अच्छा टूर्नामेंट, बड़ा टूर्नामेंट जीता तो हर प्लेयर बूस्ट होता है, तो हम बहुत ही बूस्ट है, लेकिन इजी नहीं लेंगे. जितनी मेहनत कर रहे थे उससे ज़्यादा करेंगे ये मैच में.
तो क्वालिफायर का मैच है, यू विन, यू गो टू द फाइनल्स, यू बिलीव, क्योंकि पूल में टॉप करना, फिर सिंपली यहाँ पे क्वालिफायर में आना, तो एक सिंपल सा मैच और आप आगे जाओगे फाइनल्स में, बट यू लूज, यू हैव वन मोर अपॉर्चुनिटी. तो कैसा लग रहा है ये सिनेरियो? हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ चैंपियंस लीग लेके आए, एक नया एक्सपीरियंस, एलिमिनेशंस, क्वालिफायर्स, हालांकि आई बिलीव इट्स द फर्स्ट टाइम.
सबसे बेस्ट यही है कि हमने कम से कम 4 टूर्नामेंट खेले, जो बड़े टूर्नामेंट खेले, तो उसमें से कम ये चीज़ होनी चाहिए, जो टीम मेहनत करे, टॉप में पहुंचे, उसके लिए 2 ये अच्छा है क्वालिफायर. क्योंकि मैंने बहुत जो बाकी टूर्नामेंट उनसे भी ये रिक्वेस्ट की थी, लेकिन उनने नहीं किया, इनने खुद किया. ये अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है और मिलना भी चाहिए. जो टीम मदद अच्छा करेगी, टॉप करेगी, उसको चांस मिलना चाहिए, ये अच्छी बात है.
तो आउटस्टेशन प्लेयर आपके साइड में से आज?
हमारे एक नया चेंज है और एक वो खेल रहा था ना, क्या नाम है उसका, निर्वाणी, वो ऑलरेडी है, और नया लड़का. एक
टारगेट की बात करेंगे, बैटिंग फर्स्ट, क्या जहन में चल रहा है?
चलो अच्छा है, विकेट देखेंगे, उसी हिसाब से टारगेट सेट करेंगे, जैसे विकेट खेलेगा उसी हिसाब से हम भी खेलेंगे.
फाइनली योर वर्ड्स अबाउट दिस हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ चैंपियंस लीग.
ज़बरदस्त. मैं पहले भी रेट कर रहा था, ये सबसे बेस्ट टूर्नामेंट है हमारे कश्मीर का, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली वो बीच में प्रॉब्लम हो गई, वो सबको पता है, लेकिन फिर भी वन ऑफ द बेस्ट है अभी भी.
चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट, थैंक यू वेरी मच. सो द न्यूज़ फ्रॉम द सेंटर, Captain Sultan Warriors Baramullah, Wasim Kachru, winning toss and is going to bowl first and trying to restrict the other side. Let's see how the train goes. There is one outstation player in Sultan Warriors Baramullah as well. So something for them to really to make big. They can end this season. They win, they go to the finals. They lose, they have still got one more opportunity as they are the top team of that Pool A. It's all set. Two umpires out there in the center, Javed Daryal and Arif. And Azim Rathar going to bowl the first ball to Ishaq Rasool. Here he goes. And first ball. Bang! Ho ho! What a shot from Ishaq Rasool. That's what he does at the top. And a bit of flight. And he knows no defense, no mercy. And he goes with the power. Muscle is in a while, long gone for the first 6 and the runs on the board. Nice start, nice approach. Explosive nature from Ishaq Rasool. And he did come up with a lot of appreciation for this league management. The reason, because when you are the top team of the pool, need to have a bit of opportunities to bounce back, and they are getting it out here in the House of L. And next ball could be tight, could be. Oh, he's gone! He's gone! It's Asim Bashir who catches it rather. But ultimately, Azim Rathar strikes on the second ball. It's Ishaq Rasool who was just giving a bit of a flick on that, but having that fielder on the deep mid-wicket. It's Nagu goes. Sultan strikes. It's a big fish. It's a big chase. It's a big man. Now goes, scoring just 6 and out on the second ball of the game. The Sultans are delighted. And having this man pretty early, that too in the first over after starting so nicely with the 6. Ultimately, that's where they can feel they are really on the top, because having this top player, you could see just having that real flick wrist into the play, but not carrying through. And an easy catch. Very, very easy catch. And eventually Sultans striking pretty early. And who goes? I believe today they would love to just send down Waitili. And I believe he is the man who goes at the number 3. Sultans have got the momentum. Got that edge now. Second ball wicket. Azim Rathar is a very, very experienced bowler. Maybe his plan is to try and give some flight to the batter quite early in his approach. And big appeal. They're still appealing loud, but umpire Arif looked not interested. Maybe that height could have been that issue. Waitili is among those batters who loves to take some time. That will give a clear view. Even though hitting onto the back pad, I believe still that could have been the issue with that height. Oh, again, almost going for the same. Will this time again, says Arif. No. Shaking his head. And Azim Rathar is not believing it. And if we can have that replay, that can give us the clear visuals. But Azim Rathar is bowling some real metal. Absolute performance. Six on the first ball, a wicket on the next, 2 dots to Waitili. Had come to try and take a single, but Nasir Kumar is not interested. And after that, recent criticism, a lot of complaints, a lot of cautions. Sultan Warriors are coming up with some different plans today. And with inclusion of Parvez Rasool in the side, and they want to just come out as the best team. So good over comes to an end. A wicket down and a 6 as well. Hill View losing toss in wide to bat. They're 6 for 1.
अब आपका ईमान और इन्वेस्टमेंट दोनों सेफ है। रन्स तो बनते रहेंगे, आपका पैसा कब बनेगा, जाने के लिए कांटेक्ट करें हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ को। म्यूचुअल फंड सही है, लेकिन कौन सा, ये आपको हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ बता।
But from Kulgam, so captain believes to try and start a pace and spin together. Nadeem has got this ability to deceive the batsman by using his slower variations. And with the power play on, we all know Nasir Kumar is among those batters who loves to go aggressive in the power play. Big test of the bowling skill of Nadeem to try and just deceive this man. Can he? That's the question that comes to the mind. And he goes with no slips in place. Keeper standing quite close. Oh, wrong ball. Way outside off stump and starting off with a wide. Extra, the first one into the column. Nasir Kumar, a centurion out there in the Red Premier League. And already Royal Goodwill, the champions, retaining its second time of the season. And these players today play for Hill View Rajouri in the qualifier. Time for them to make it to the finals of this league. Luktipoora. And try and have a look on the onside for this man. There is a mid-wicket in play shot. Because we all know that he has got this habit of just dragging the ball from off stump to that onside. Nasir Kumar. But good move on account of a seam to try and just stay close to the stumps and just have that question striking the mind of Nasir Kumar. And with that slower bowls, now we could see it's a good move having a slips in place in the form of Parvez. That's where it can just work on the mind of Nasir. That was a bit pacey, not able to hit the gap. And eventually, in the start of the power play, if you'll try and look at the energy, you can feel it. You know, we could see the players are moving, they're talking. It's really a good scenario on account of Sultans, you know, that can just bring them the lost confidence and momentum back. And indeed, they need to come big today. Oh, Atchis, oh, what an absolute dive rather. This is Parvez. And he is always a great man. And having him in the slips, he will give his 100%. This ball could have travelled all the way. But he dived it towards his right, his natural side, and saving runs. And he's being given that pat by every player, getting close. International icon playing in the side of Sultans. So that's really some great atmosphere. True. It will be not out. 7 for 1. And it's really a big time for the partnership of Hill View Rajouri. They will just believe these two strike quite big. Waitili, you all know he is among those top-rated players of the valley when it comes to the skills, technique, patience, temperament. Is a quality player. And on the rise. And he goes, lovely. One bounce over mid-wicket and it goes for 4 runs. That's when I was mentioning that he's a special player on the onside. Anything. And you pitch him close to the length spot, he will hit you badly. So he gets off the mark with a lovely shot, Nasir. He has got all the time in the world to play these shots. And again, this time very slow. Rolling his fingers all over Nadeem. And I believe He has started to come back quite stronger. He has bought a wide as well in this over. Some dots, has been hit for a boundary, so everything coming. And already having that century, so that's making a bit statement from Nasir Kumar. He's back into that business of form. So he can create some concerns for Sultans if he stays on the crease, especially in the power play. And it's a miscue! It's a miscue! It's a Nadeem Dar who's coming underneath. Oh, no, he drops! He drops! He drops Nasir Kumar. Oh, normally you will find this man is a safe catcher. Is it pressure speaking on you? Catch has gone down absolutely, and the bad thing about this was he even did not have his hands on the catch. No touching at all. This is where it can really come on to you quite expensive. It's Kumar who has been dropped. Look at the reaction on the face of Nadeem. That tells you the whole story. This is a serious concern for...
अब आपका ईमान और इन्वेस्टमेंट दोनों सेफ है।
Oh, Nadeem. It's Dar who dropped the catch of Nadeem. Nadeem but. Razim Rathod on the other side is bowling some class. And Kumar, he goes straight down the ground. That's a lovely shot. Ho ho! That's gone with some power in that shot. And to drop this man, he can drop you from the contest. That's the standards he raises. And I believe the position, the balance, that was all missed by Nadeem Dar for that catch. And this can come out as something where it can definitely be proven as a turning point. That was a big miss. And Nasir now you could see, he's on to the double figures, batting on a dozen, a boundary and a 6. Sultan Warriors, no Khalid Butt in the side. But Sahil Shafi is playing there. Umesh Sidhu, I could see Zohar Zolo, Asim Bashir, Wasim Kachru, Parvez Rasool, Asim Rathod, Nadeem Butt, Nadeem Dar. Overall, the level of the contest, you know, you would see it's just like as a level. But in the recent forms, that's why he will enjoy his batting. But Asim is giving a chase. He's a lovely player when it comes to that deep. Two right-handed batters playing out there. No problem is for the bowler to try and just adjust his line. Last ball of the third. It's 20 for 1. And easy approach from Nasir. Lovely stop. Even though, but they're through. It's a single to... And eventually, you know, just coming out as a qualifier contest. Sultan Warriors Baramullah topping the pool, Pool A. Hill View Rajouri topping the pool, Pool B. So once again, you know, on the side of the cricket, if we try and look and observe and analyze, I would say, it's two top teams of the valley that have qualified for this qualifier. Apesh, just to the left of that mid-on, standing inside the circle, just a bit wide. And in no time, the ball has raced away down to the fence for 4 more runs. That's Nasir Kumar, pretty typical. And he is not going to drop. those shots he has, those skills he has, he will absolutely bring them on the cards. I remind you, he has been dropped by Nadeem Dar when he was batting on 4 runs. The runs have started to come in a quick flow. Even though Wahid is taking his time, he's enjoying. He is among those batters who loves to try and just get a settle on the crease. But Nasir Kumar is rated among those who are known for those aggression. And that's what you can see. 17 of 11 on the strike, heading a boundary already. And this time, it's another miscue. It's mid-wicket who comes underneath. Oh, brilliantly taken. It's a brilliant catch, I believe. It's Umasitu. Finally, the big fish. It's Nadeem who has had that revenge. Accepted the challenge. Bowling a slower ball. Got quickly onto the shot. Mistimes it. And Umasitu from the mid-wicket runs and just got to the distance. And Kumar goes out for 17. Both bowlers sharing a wicket each. It's Hill View. They're 2 down. It's 25 for 2 now. And I could see they're reliable. They're dependable. A man who has been ins and outs. It has been ups and downs with his performance. It's Irfan Mir. But a brilliant catch from Umas. He was going left. But he got his eyes on the ball. Capped on. And a perfect balance finally to settle down for that catch. Hill View Rajouri. At 25 for 2. Sultan's quite pleased with the way the things have gone so far for them. The only thing is, can they carry this momentum? Look at this, 465 matches, over 12,000 runs, best of 122 unbeaten. A lot of hundreds and a lot of half centuries for this man. Excitement, craze, passion, love. Spectators coming here in huge numbers. And as the time progresses, we will just have around, could say around 7 to 8,000, because it's a quite busy season these days. It's apple cultivation, especially in the South Kashmir. But still, you can have a good number of people coming here and enjoying the game. A rival contest between 2 rivals. It's Hillview and Sultans. Nadeem quite pleased with the way things have gone for them. Finally got the last laugh. And now he has the slips in place. I could see Parvez Rasool standing in the slips, just doing a bit of captaincy. Making some changes in the troops. Big gap between that slips and that gully. Goes Nadeem again to Nimian. And outside off stump, he was going for that square. And a bit quicker and straight to the safe hands of Wasim. Good cricket going on. Runs scored, wickets falling. Catches dropped, catches taken. Emotion is there, seriousness there. That's why this makes this game of cricket so interested. And Sultans have been losing the games. They lost the finals yesterday at Shalabuk Super League at the hands of Murad, 7th straight. Already out of the Bijbihara Premier League in that quarter-final stage. Same against the likes of Murads. Out of Red Premier League in the quarter-finals. Out of Royal Premier League Pulwama in the league stage. Lost the final at the hands of Sky Stars Bargam in the Bandipora Premier League. So it has been quite a tough season. Quite a tough session for Sultan's unit. But they have got this big stage to make it big and count it. And at least to get something for the fans to really have some memories, really. And, oh, gone! Just missed by Parvez Rasool. That was flying at him. And he got his both hands.
तबीयत खराब है लेकिन हॉस्पिटल तक जाना डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है डोंट वरी एट ऑल क्योंकि हम लेके आए हैं टेलीप्रेक एक ऐसा स्मार्ट हेल्थ केयर ऐप जहां आप घर बैठे ही टॉप डॉक्टर्स के साथ कंसल्टेशंस कर सकते हैं घर बैठे ही आप अपने लैब टेस्ट्स भी बुक कर सकते हैं और हाँ, यहाँ आप अपनी मेडिसिन भी इजीली ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं, वो भी सेविंग्स के साथ। तो अभी डाउनलोड करें टेलीप्रेक ऐप।
It's not a comprehensive start to Irfan Mir. I'll just give it. This will give you the clear view. Watch out! It was an out. Oh, that was coming quite quick. The reason why he could not get that enough of time to tackle it, because he was just standing close to that keeper. And had he been just a bit more back, he could have just showcased some more control in that catch. Parvez Rasool. The runs are coming. They're coming at a good speed. There you go. That was just flashed hard. And Irfan Mir is lucky. And he got dropped by the man who's safe player. So one good thing, captain continues with Azim Rathur. And talking to Ishtaq Rasool on the toss ceremony, you know, coming back after winning that finals of Red Premier League. He did mention that it's really good for a team, good for the players, you know, winning finals after finals and getting into the qualifier just to step away and just book the place in the final again in one more tournament. So he did praise the real hard work of the team. And he said that it's quite good for some better results as a unit. So far, it has been a balance for both sides in the power play. Wickets down, runs on the board. Azim, he is bowling his third, 1 for 17. Chip shot. And he knows that the fielder was standing inside and he just goes rather for that inside out, beg your pardon. Even though he wasn't so close to the pitch of the ball. But when you are so skillful, you know, you are quite regular to this shot, that will give a clear view. Kept in air for some time, but that was in the gaps. There was no one close and took some bounces and goes over the covers and goes for a lovely boundary. The first one, rather the second one for Irfan Mir, is on to the 8, dealing in boundaries. Nicely played, deflecting it down to the square leg. Ample time for Irfan Mir to change his end and get. Ideally, they are both perfect with the rotation. These two are some better players when it comes to just tackle those lines, you know, those cricketing shots. Oh, goodness me, goodness me. It was down the track and he was completely deceived. Luckily for him that he got quick. Or Wasim Kashru was so quick onto the top of the ball. Oh, I believe Wasim just lost the control of the ball, or else this could have been touch and go for White. And there you go. These are some lovely scenes. Young guns, the future stars, looking for their inspirations, watching their stars play out here in Luktipoora, House of Wealth Champions League. I believe they were not known that they are on the big screen. Those young kids. But you can see this icon player on the screen, Parvez Rasool. Completely, it was a big surprise. You know, getting into the side, playing for Sultan Warriors Baramullah in this all-qualifier stage. And Sahil Shepi now into the attack. Ball in the last over of the power play. No Parvez Rasool yet. And he goes to Irfan Mir. An important thing to see, the importance of the toss. Because we seem to mention on the toss. Let's see how the wicket behaves. So we're gonna bowl first. So far it has been quite good. Good decision. And you will see these two run quite hard for those runs. Very quick. Got this skill up running through the wickets quite brilliantly. Have been playing cricket a lot with each other, knowing each other quite well. And eventually, the line of sail should not be that big issue and big challenge for both these right-handers. They will tackle him, just being more on the back foot, letting the ball come close. Lara is having a bit of a fumble today with the ball. Not leading the side today. It's Wasim Kachru. Apesh, that's a glorious lofted shot. And he just gave himself a bit of room and made it clear over that extra cover fielder. And he knows that it's the last of the power play, so the best chance for him to count it more. And he goes lovely. There he goes. A bit inside out again, but in the gaps with the perfect placement and timing. I was mentioning that he will feel quite easy against this man. He's not a big turner of the ball. You know, he just bowls with that slingish action. Only he can just keep that ball down and a low at moments. That's a big concern. And there's a living example on the last ball. That was a very remarkable shot. And again, he clears the mid-on, standing up in the circle, over his head. One bounce, down to that long on, and it goes for one more. Rather, it's 6. You could see umpire Javed Daryal confirming it's gone and carried all the way. 6 from Irfan Mir. And what a lovely finish to the power play. A boundary and a 6. It's 49 for 2. They're going quite nice and smooth now, Hill View Rajouri. How well that was played. Great shot from
विकेट्स गिरते रहेंगे लेकिन आपके पैसे को गिरने न देगा हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ विकेट्स गिरते रहेंगे लेकिन आपके पैसे को गिरने न देगा हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ विकेट्स गिरते रहेंगे लेकिन आपके पैसे को गिरने न देगा हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ
Now as we see the power play gets done, you know, it has been just a bit comeback from Hill View Rajouri. Irfan Mir looking brilliant. Why he will take his time as normally does with slow approach in his batting, but when he gets on, he's a very top customer then for the opposite side. And I could see Irfan Mir, he was changing his socks. Maybe that sweat coming out quite a lot. Not able to just run through because he is a very quick runner between the wickets, I believe. In comparison to Irfan Mir, you don't find anyone who is better runner. There's a quick one. And now you could see Parvez Rasool Power play on. And he gets ready to bowl his first and the 7th of the innings. And on the back foot again, Akib goes. Rather, it's Waithili. Yesterday, he was the man of the match out there in Bijbihara Premier League against the likes of Skill Stars. Budgam bowled brilliantly, batted well. And it's a half century on the board for Hill View. It's 50 for 2. But you will keep and you will see this man always busy in changing the tropes. He raises big standards, high standards. And just played at that international level, never easy. Bringing all that readings, all that implementation and experiences into his own game plan. Tarish Muzaffar all the way from Gandarbal. He's at the Longan region. So it's a good side, Sultans, today. Will be coming up quite strong today. And today we'll be chasing. Might be some changes in that batting order as well. But things so far looking quite balanced for Hill View. Oh, just wanted to guide it at the last. Very late. And beaten. Good take by Wasim. Just some 5 matches after this gets done. Left for this league. And we're to the finals. Oh, has he cleaned him up? Has he cleaned him up? I believe yes. What a great ball by Parvez. Bills have come off. So I would definitely love to see, did this ball spin absolutely and got through the pads and the bat. It's what we call through the defense of Irfan Mir and clip the bails. What a ball. Yes, it is. Goodness me. What a great up spin from Parvez Rasool. Big man strikes and he goes and gets the big wicket. And look at the reaction on the face of Irfan Mir. Could not believe it. Unbelievable ball. Unplayable ball. And Irfan Mir knows this was something really a unique and a miraculous ball. It's magical from Parvez Rasool. He strikes big. And he makes Sultans back on the track. It's 52 for 3 now. That was a big turn. That was indeed a big turn. The ball of the match so far, I would say. Parvez Rasool, your beauty. A magician with the ball. And just coming out of the box. Creative. And another feather in the cap of Sultans. It's 3 down now for Hill View. That was a surprise for Irfan Mir. So who joins Waithili now? First time we see a left-hander. I guess he is Umar Lefty. And it's deliberately, sending him down that left-hander against this man. And you could see another good player. Around 400 matches, approximately 8,000 runs. Leaning forward. So now they will be quite careful against this man. And a dot ball to finish. A wicket in this over. 7 gone. Losing toss and being invited. Hill View Rajouri.
Think mobile. Think Solucity.
An important thing to see is Sahil Shefi and Parvez Rasool going to bowl in that combo. And I believe, yes, that's a plan. The run rate has gone down. That's where Sultans are pulling back. Just under 8. At one stage, it was going over 9. That's a brilliant comeback for Sultans. Can they go to the finals? That's a big question. It's a qualifier. Even though they will find one more opportunity if they lose. But it could be quite convenient for a team winning here and getting into the final stage. You will get a lot of time for the preparations, for the homework as well. Omar lefty out there, just yet to open his account. And a loose ball. Enough of time for Omar lefty to send it down to the long gone. Through for a single, opens his account. And I believe a lot will depend on the options you have got in your side as spin. Can use Asim Bashir as well. So far we have seen 4 bowlers introduced. Then it goes to Nadeem Dar. He will come out as the number 6. Remind you, he has been the bowler who has got the best bowling figure in this season, in this league. 6 wickets. Recently, Yasjit, he got 5. So eventually, he alongside Asim Bashir could be another option who could be used, because if you are a good turner of the ball, you really can create some big challenges at the hands of the batters. We have seen throughout the entire tournament, it's been quite a good pitch for those good bowlers in your side when it comes to the spin. And eventually, it's really coming quite handy at the hands of Sultans, because it's coming runs in the form of singles. No more boundaries in this over. You could see 4 singles of 5 balls. But Wahid Teli, I believe he can be a big man, because he has got all the time in the world, you know. When you see him playing with much up time he has, and he has always been impressive, and he's the only centurion of this very tournament. He got a century in that inaugural clash against the likes of that team House of
एक
Wales.
ऐसी जर्नी जहां मंजिल सिर्फ एक होती है, खुदा का घर। अल सफीर टूर्स के साथ अपनी जिंदगी का सबसे पाक सफर शुरू कीजिए, हज या उम्रा। हर कदम पर हम हैं आपके साथ। वीजा, टिकट, अकोमोडेशन, सब कुछ आसान और आरामदायक। इस बार अपना सफर अल सफीर के साथ तय कीजिए। बुक नाउ, जन्नत के सफर का वक्त आ गया है। अल सफीर टूर्स एंड ट्रैवल्स, खिदमत में हमेशा।
From his back. Nicely played. That's Wahid Teli for you. Let's try and be fair with this man. You know, I believe he has been underrated. He hasn't got too much of that fame, you know, what he should have been. Because truly and sincerely saying, as a commentator, I would just always watch this man. Played some brilliant innings. Matured, disciplined, with the requirements, with the demands. And only one thing, what I love with this man, that slot, what's missing. And you give him the best slot, that's the number 3, any side he plays with. That's always quite sure that he will give you the better results. You know, I remember in that first match of Hill View, he was given that number 3, came up with a century. Out here in this qualifier, he has been given that number 3 slot and is batting brilliantly. So that's actually what really matters, something good for a player. Because he has got everything in his bag. You know, you will find him has got wide range of shots. He has got temperament. He has got patience. He has got skills. He has got finishing modes. And he has got shot selection. Everything this man has got. So as a batsman, I believe he has to be just rated among those top players of the J&K cricket. But pretty unfortunate scenes, I believe. Maybe some unlucky moments with this guy. But he's a silent performer. There is no doubt about his caliber, Wahid Teli. He does things quite silently. And it does sneak through. And when he sneaks through quite silently, that's when standards of the game, Wahid. Watch out. Great wrist into the play again. And he will push through. He goes in singles. Parvez is bowling his second. Not too many runs from the over. Another one down. Another one gone rather. 9 overs gone. It's 60 for 3. Now it's Nadeem Dar. That's another great option what Sultans have today. Around 575 matches. Big man, big occasions he is known for. And I could see those peels on his face when I met him pretty early as he was approaching to the ground. 63 for 3. And these two have really settled through for some good runs for this partnership. So we're working quite nice on this one. And chip shot, could be out, could be. Oh, it is gone. Umar Lefty loses his goal on that moment. So I was mentioning that Nadeem Dar could be another great option, and I believe that's what has been done. Bringing the man, just replacing Sahil Shepi, and he just came up with that brilliant wicket. Umar Lefty goes, 5 runs of just 7 balls, and Hill View Rajouri just looks a bit down and under. And eventually, Waitili, I believe, has to hold the key for his side, Hill View Rajouri. But Nadeem Dar strikes in his very first over. And let's try and be fair with the side Sultans today. It looks completely a compact side today. And I believe the credit must be given to the man who is talking to them and to a screen, Mr. Parvez Rasool. Big icon of the game. And just playing for Sultans. So that's something, some preparations are on. And you would see he is always a busy player. Either he plays as a captain of the side, he plays as a player of the side. He will always just push that experience into the game. And Sultans are in a strong position. Only one thing that's lacking. 2 catches have been dropped, but they have just got quickly onto those losses. And who joined is this number 5 alongside Waitili. White is quite strong on one side. He just keeps on. top order batters. Ishtaq Rasool out for 6. Nasir Kumar, the second one, not carrying through. Took a start. He was dropped as well. Mir, who got a brilliant shot selection. And he just got a ball of the tournament, I would say. Because that ball, that's what we call really that off spin from Parvez Rasool. It was absolutely stunned and surprised. It was a complete dazing moment for Mir. And it could be just understood on his face with that reaction is when he showed through the defense. And the Bales went for a walk. And the last man, Umar Lefty, looked not convinced out there in the center. And now Rohan Kaul. Outstation play. Join his wide Thiele. Will be both right-handers. And Nadeem Dar, he will be pumped up a wicket in his first over. Let's see, is this partnership growing? Sultans are really on the top of the game in the first half. So soft hands into the play. And good thing to have Parvez Rasool, in that circle, because he will keep on pushing you. He will keep on imparting that experience to all the players, especially to the bowlers. A wonderful player. Good reader of the game. And indeed a leader for the side. But Wahid Thiele, all eyes on this man. Is he going to convert this innings to something big here? And Hill View Rajouri. And know that they've got the man out there in the center. Even though still that Kohinoor of the Valley, Jahangir loan to come. And you always know that you will keep him back. You will keep him towards that last moments. He's such a ruthless striker of the ball. But at least you got to have something on the board. Because anything close to 130, 140, you can create a game. And Ishtaq Rasool, the way the confidence was just expressed on his face when we were about to go for the toss. That's something you always need to carry on with your game. So half stage through. It's 10 overs gone, going over 6.
Wickets गिरते रहेंगे, लेकिन आपके पैसे को गिरने न देगा House of Wealth. Wickets गिरते रहेंगे, लेकिन आपके पैसे को गिरने न देगा House of Wealth. Wickets गिरते रहेंगे, लेकिन आपके पैसे को गिरने न देगा House of Wealth.
Think mobile. Think Solucity.
Hasim Rothra has been caught. Goes for a slot. Could be. Oh, has it been taken cleanly? What a catch from Asim Bashir. This is an absolute blinder. The Tangmarg boy doing the Tangmarg things. Never easy. Running hard, running forward, running front. Eyes on the ball. It's absolutely a blinder. It's an incredible take from Asim Bashir. A brilliant day for this man. Second catch of the day. Eyes on the ball. And a perfect balance, diving forward, a low dipping catch. And the big man goes. The man with the temperament and skills to carry forward his side. That's Wahid Thiele. What a brave move by the captain. It's Asim Rothra who strikes. And hop the team back to the pavilion, and you could say he knows it. He knows it. And this catch can make a big difference in the outcome of the game. This is incredibly the best of the catch of the tournament. These catches lift the morale. And it lifts the entire team. That's Asim Bashir for you. The hitman from Tangmarg for Sultans. And Ankush Bandral walks in. A left-hander. But things are gripping away from the control of Hillview. And Sultans are having smiles all over. And it's still the beginning. You gotta just respect the game. And you know, still you have got Jahangir Lone and these two also outstation players. They can grow stronger for that much needed partnership. But once again, it has been spin bowling that doing the dominance. Once again, I do mention around 130. That's never going to be an easy chase for Sultans. Because Hill View Rajouri have got some absolute class bowling when it comes to those spin department. But the reaction, the body language, the shoulders, the expressions, the smiles, that tells you the story of Sultans. And the ball is keeping low. That is a big concern for the batters. Wasim Kachru today leading the side. I believe he has been leading quite well. Legendary, exemplary leadership skills. Doing damage to the best team of this tournament, Hillview. That's a plan now. Runs not coming in boundaries. You got to move through in the rotation. And a big announcement. House of Wealth Champions League, Jammu Edition. It's all set. It's going to kickstart in the first week of December. The teams have just registered their entries. The entries are done. The sponsors are closed. No more sponsors. So it's an exciting news for the cricket fans. House of Wealth Champions League, Jammu Edition, kick-starting in the first week of December out there in KC Sports Complex. That's indeed a very, very exciting news for the cricketing fans. After such a wonderful feedback and reactions in this edition. And House of Wealth all set for the Jammu Edition now. First week of December, and the cricket fair, the cricket celebration, the House of Wealth not stopping, continue again. And now something came to my ears. There are still some slots left for the sponsors. So if you want to just come out as a sponsor for that House of Wealth Champions League Jammu Edition, and you can definitely go to
म्यूचुअल फंड सही है, लेकिन कौन सा? ये आपको हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ बताएगा.
The teams are already closed. No vacancy left. So that actually tells you how quick and how fast things are going for this House of Wealth Champions League. And it is surely going to come out as a winter carnival. Right there from Jammu. Things looking really struggling for Hill View Rajouri. 67 for 5. They need a partnership. They need to play that full quota of 20 overs. That should be the first duty on the minds. But Parvez Rasool is definitely going to create some pains in the necks of Hill View Rajouri today. So far it has been Sultans ruling the roost, dominating the stage, not letting them score quite free and quick. It has been totally a spin dominance. And one good thing, what I loved about Sultans today, they kept on moving those changes in the bowling department. You know, Sahil Shippy was not creating impressions. You were just bowling straight, easy for the batters to run through, hit through. Eventually, it was Parvez who was brought down as that big change, and he got that big fish of Aqib Mir, you know, that big turn, great off spin. And Aqib Mir really got that ball of the tournament. I would say so far we have got Amir Aziz, who bowled that brilliant ball to Manzoor Pandau. Sweeps nice, goes quick, goes fine, and goes down to the backward squaring and goes for 4. That's Rohan for you. Just a bit drifting down the leg. And ample time on their ball. Lovely blade into the connection. A boundary has come after ages, I would say. And Hill View Rajouri goes over long off. Has it carried all the way? Yes, it has. Even though the jumping long off could not get it, he just could out to be the mute spectator, and the ball goes over his heads and goes for a 6. Lovely results on the last 2 balls. That's Rahul doing his Rahul things. He's a muscle man, and when he hits, it stays hit. You could see the jump, but not to the perfection. And some runs on the board in this over. 11 overs gone. Now it's the 12th over in business. And Hill View Rajouri showing some intent. The plan is to try and just get surpassed 120. Having the likes of Pawan Nirvani, Ritik Singh. Things are not going to be easy for Sultans. Rather, it's the 12th over in progress. There are still some problems with the score ticker. 12 overs have gone through. And it will be around 70 on the board with half the stage through with the wickets column. Parvez back into the business. And if you look at his bowling, he has just got 2 overs left. Because he saw that approach up Rohan in that last over. He looked quite aggressive. He hit a boundary at a 6 as well. And he got that wicket again. And Rahul didn't look impressed with that results, with that decision. And he's signaling that it hit him above that knee. But the finger has gone up. And it's wicket number 6 and the second wicket for Parvez. Sultan's on the track. This will give you the perfect view.
Shabash, 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 bye bye. वेल बॉल यार पर भाई क्या बात है रे भैया जवाब भाई बढ़िया बढ़िया वेल बोर्ड आजमा या बाहर हट आजमा बाहर हट भाइयों big hit coming shabash 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 big hit coming
Throw. And it's long. Oh, just on the bounce it goes. Tasim Bashir. This is a tricky moment in the game. It's a tricky moment in the game. And ultimately, that's where it can surely go. And if you get the wicket of this big man, Jahangir, not letting him sneak through. Because we all know that he is a destroyer when it comes to just hit the ball. And a very brilliant over comes to an end. Another wicket to Parvez. 13 gone. It's 82 for 6. Only 7 overs left. And things just have started to look a bit shaky for Hill View Rajouri, but the big man is out there. The poster boy of Kashmir cricket. Kohinoor of Baramullah recently played that absolute knock in that Red Premier League semi-finals alongside Gawar Leggy. So let's see how he absorbs that pressure here. He knows his team is struggling. The runs are not coming. It's only the wickets that are falling like a pack of cards being scattered on the house. And a bit quicker. Just presenting the full face of the blade. Nadeem is bowling his third. Parvez alongside him. He has got 1 over left. He has been brilliant. And he goes for that slog sweep. Not finding it right. Might go all the way. Even though the fielder is giving a chase. Gets to the top. Ample time for Jahangir alone to come back for 2 more runs. And you could see his physique. He's a physical stalwart. Strong guy. Muscle man. Muscles the ball. Especially when he goes with 1 knee down. There he goes. Apish. Oh, gone. Lone is gone. It's Jahangir Lone who goes. And the big fish and Nadeem Tari knows he has got the big man. Sultan.
Nextcraft Consultants are your trusted partner in engineering, architectural, and designing services. We turn your vision into reality. At Nextcraft Consultants, we believe that every dream home starts with a great design. Our dedicated team works closely with you. We pride ourselves on our attention to detail, creating spaces that not only meet your needs, but also reflect your personal style. With our commitment to excellence, we will bring your vision to life, ensuring your home is a true reflection of you.
What dominant bowling spells we are having from Sultans. And Nadim Dar, he has the best laugh, picking the wicket of dangerous man. And a stunned silence and a great quietness in the entire ground. That's his favorite shot. And he could not find that proper control. And you could see Nadim Dar thanking his almighty for having that big fish. And Hill View Rajouri, I believe it's the 8th wicket that's gone down. Rather, it's the 7th one. And Pavan Nirvani, who just gets to the center and joins Rohan. Can they play the full quota of 20 overs? That's a big question. Akib. And it will be left-hander now on to strike. And Nadim Dar, look at his spell. It's really something to cherish and make cherries and Marys off. Sultans have not let those gates and doors open for Hillview. They have trapped them. They have not let them get really used to those options when it comes to the ball. And I believe those quick changes in the bowling scenes have really just got better on the batters of Hillview Rajouri. And not been able to impress today. Still, I believe that you should not be so delighted because there is yet to come out with the chase. Another great over comes to an end. A wicket in it. Big fish, lone go. And now only 6 overs left. Let's see who bowls. And captain goes to Sahil Shepi. And a wrong ball. That's been slapped hard. Goes over that square leg. And goes for a 6. That was a half tracker simply. And he accepts that with full and open arms. That's called embracing that invitation. Watch out. It was an absolute slap on the ball. That's gone all the way for 6. That's where you can't be so easy, Sultans. Anything close to 130, it's always going to be a fighting total. Next ball has been thrashed. There is a fielder in the deep covers. And the score's already into the 90s. A lot of overs left, wickets in hand. And I believe the idea and the plan of these batters will have to really just set yourselves on the crease, play these all overs. You go around 4-5 runs over, you will still go to 120 plus. And the projected score is revealing close to 131. That's something where you will be quite happy with the things. Because this cricket is... Oh, missed. Was there something? Or it could have come out as that stumping chance, but missed out by Wasim Kachru. I believe there was some turn that went away from that left hander. And one thing this cricket actually teaches you, you are not there to celebrate pretty early. Because celebrations early in the first innings at moments can make you go to the other side of the story. That's a bad ball. That's a bad ball. Now you are just letting those runs being scored quite easily. And you don't blame anybody. It's you got to blame yourself. After this, I believe Azim is done with his quota. Parvez has got one. Nadeem has got one. Sahil has got one. Nadeem Butt has got two. So these are the 5 overs. No Asim Bashir involved. Now you could see the runs are coming quite hard and fast. Very quick. Hill View Rajouri. They have just come out in this tournament as some different tough side. Finished by standing on the top of the Pool B. Same goes with Sultans. Now you could see the runs are coming quite easy. Backward punch. Down to the deep covers. Another single. 15 gone. Going over 6. It's 99 for 7. It is indeed a big stage in the game. Because the question is, are Sultans capable enough to restrict them under 120? Or we see these two really flourish through and play the full quota, and if they do, that's for sure there will be plus 130 on the board. And that's something where it can be a bit challenge at the hands of Sultan Warriors Baramullah. Nadeem is bowling his last over of his spell, 2 for 20. And most importantly, he got that big wicket of Jahangir Lone. He wasn't impressive today. Wrapped on the pad, loud appeal, but I believe that was about the knee roll, even though hit on his back leg. Still, it could have gone and missed the stumps. Javed Daryal, the standing umpire, also the chief mentor of this House of Welsh Champions League. And maybe just a fraction down the leg as well. So overall, a very good decision by Javed. And a very good bowling. Yes, bowling indeed, very great. He's using his stock bowls, he's using his variations. And he's using his all slower balls as well. He does come up with a quick ball. That's what he is, having that stock ball. That's easy. And I believe one thing is missing on approach of that fielding skills by Sultans. Having that mid-wicket region quite wide open. If you look in that circle, that's where these two have started to look for that rotation. And you got to look for this, because you can't keep these batters run through for those rotation quite easy. This is something still it can haunt you badly. Because from here onwards, you go run a ball, you go past 130. And that's something where Hill View Rajouri will be quite pleased. Having the likes of Ritik, having the likes of Pawan Nirvani, Ishtiaq. It has been a brilliant bowling unit. And once again, same to that mid-wicket region. It's gone for another single. So it's coming out quite easy in this over. So that's something where Pervez and Wasim will have to look forward. So a single to finish, 16 gone. It's 103 for 7.
ये टाइल्स बहुत अच्छी क्वालिटी के हैं।
मैक्स होम सॉल्यूशन से खरीदा, घर चमक गया।
मैक्स होम सॉल्यूशंस पर आओ, अपने घर को नए स्टाइल में सजाएं।
Pervez Rasool bowling his last over up his spell. Straight down the ground. Goes over extra cover. Lovely shot. The best thing that he just crossed that extra cover inside that circle over his head. And a start with the boundary means the plans are quite clear. It's 100 up on the board now. I could see the body language. Just caught a bit down. And loud appeal, and up goes the finger. This was a stock ball of Pervez Rasool. That's what he brings quite quick to the batsman, especially when it's a right-hander on the crease.
मैक्स होम सॉल्यूशंस पर आओ, निटको टाइल्स लगवाओ, घर को स्टाइलिश बनाओ।
This is Pervez Rasool. Has been a tough stage for the batters to try and tackle Pervez Rasool. Hasn't been going easy. And you could see and talk about his bowling performance today. His bowling is last, has picked up 3 wickets. And he is on the verge of maybe wrapping that innings up, because he knows how to tail and deal with these tailenders, especially in the last moment of the game. Fortunately, it has really come out quite great for Sultans today. And they started up quite good by winning the toss and getting that freedom of bowling first. And it is going quite nice. Brilliant spell. 3 wickets. And Hill View Rajouri not having just that proper aggression on the game today. Sweeps. There is a fielder at the deep square leg. Good stop. Sultan Warriors have come up with full preparations in the game, even though at some stage they lost 2 catches. But eventually, having the likes of, Parvez into the side, that's really what matters the most for your side, Just sharing that experience, a man of big stages. And he has been leading the side today. We all know what a capable talent he is, a special man. And he is proving his mettle at this big stage of qualifier. So Sultan so far, I would say they have been top in the first innings, at the top of the tree. But these runs, they can come out quite concerned for you, because anything close to 120 plus, that is something where it can really come out as a big toss for you into the chase. A brilliant spell. 3 wickets for Parvez Rasool. It's number 17 that goes. We are facing some problems and some issues with the score ticker. Not functioning quite properly. Left, 18 balls, 2 wickets in hand. And now you go to the best of your bowler when it comes to those slug moments. Known for his variations. Post ball. And he was committed for the single. Ritik not responded by his partner. So eventually, the best thing with Sultans today, we could see they were really strong. They were committed, they were compact. They were having their shoulders high. And the results are onto screens. And guides it properly. Slower ball. Every run is quite crucial. And the idea of these 2 batters somehow to try and play these all balls left. After this we have 2 more. Eventually that can take them to 130. And you may take a charge in that last over where you have, but you would love to have these wickets in hand. Because playing the full quota of 20 overs, that is quite beneficial for any side. Because the number of runs you can have with these balls, that is totally coming out to be very bonus for you. And they sneak through for another single. Sultan Warriors Baramullah. A lot of talks, a lot of cautions, criticism everywhere. But the best thing, that is to try and perform well at the given stage. That's the best answer to all the critics. Can they bounce back? And hits. There is a deep cover in position. Very strong arms. One thing you could see in this over, only a 1 dot ball. Rest 3 balls have come up with 3 singles. Javed the Real area screens. A special umpire. Also the chief mentor. So I was mentioning about the Jammu edition kick-starting in the first week of December. The registration of teams have closed. Only some slots with the sponsors are left. Round the stumps he goes. And on the rise, he wants to play. Good take by Kachru behind the stumps. He's a very, very active keeper. A lot will depend on the approach of their power play. And Sultans get to the chase. How many they score in the power play. The wickets lost. But at this moment, It's quite understood that Sultans are on the top of the game. But you never know. You never know. Haven't been so lucky these days. Maybe today they are having some share of luck with them. And he just lost the control of this ball. Slipped. Umpire's call is it's a dead ball. Only one pacer used. So that actually makes you understand this pitch is helpful for the spin. Again, not going for the big shots. Clever cricket from Pawan Nirvani and Hrithik. And you could hear some poo-poo and papa going everywhere. These are some glorious sounds you will find here when these two special teams are playing up against each other. And behind the box, I could hear some poo-poo and papa. So Sile bowling the 19th. And is being faced by Pawan Nirvani. Nicely played again. No Salman from Baramullah on the side of Sultans today. Relying heavily on Nadeem, only the pacer, the medium pacer. Brought Parvez Rasool into the side. That was a good move. He picked up 3 wickets. Very impressive, economical. Zohar Zolo, Danish Muzaffar, Asim, Wasim, Nadeem, Parvez. And he was giving an absolute heave. Just tracked the ball back onto the pads. It's all that slowness in the pitch. This is actually that VIP gallery. Wrapped on the pad. Loud appeal, but umpire looks unmoved, looks not interested. Maybe going down. And he was standing deep in the crease, just trying to work it out. And a good results. Good decision from umpire. That's on our screens. VIP gallery. And goes straight down the ground. Will fall in no man's land. Even though Sile today, normally you will see him pull up wickets, but today is wicketless. It's 1-1-7 for 8. It's 8 balls left. Can they finish and go crossover? One to down the track. That's a big shot. Is it going to be stopped? Oh, what an absolute stop from Asim Bashir. What a day he's having. Brilliant catches, brilliant stops. And he did the same just like this in that recently held Red Premier League. And he is repeating the same. Saving 2 runs for his side. And that's where you lift the morale of your entire team. Look at that. On the bounce. Eyes on the ball. Control with the pace. And saving runs for your side. Brilliant. Asim Bashir. Even though he wasn't used today with the ball. Every bowler just chipped in with some great control. Not sure. Maybe umpire is looking for that. Maybe short run. Not pretty sure of. But we are going upstairs. But on the other side, let's see and check it out. That's why Javed Duryal is having an absolute eye. They are through, and I guess, is it one for the shot? I'm not pretty sure. It's completely, because we could see in that it was grounded. So 2 runs down the track. Once again, Upish on the bounce to Asim. And it's coming in singles. So 1 more. Good over comes to an end. 19 gone. Finally, they are 120 for 8. They got 6 balls. And I believe having 2 wickets in hand, they will say it's a time to go. Really great for the ball. And they are on the screen. They are on the screen. And best thing for the chase, it will be power play. Wickets coming, Sultan suffering, but runs coming, Hill View suffering. It's all up to their chase in the power play. That's totally going to come up with that real results. Good number of people have come today to find and just watch this glorious contest going between 2. It's Nadeem Butt who bowls that last over off the spell and off the innings. 1 for 18. Down the track. Use the long handle. Has it carried through? Yes, it has. A brilliant use of the feet. Dancing shoes on. And charging with that big heart. And finding a half dozen. A 6 on the first ball means Hill View Rajouri have got some plans. It's 126. 5 balls to go. And Pawan Nirvani is doing his Pawan things. And this time it was a bit quicker. Good thing they got a single. Rotating the strike as well. Letting Hrithik to Drew. And let's see. Is he going to make that ball dance? And if Hrithik Roshan, we try and talk about that Bollywood. He's a perfect, we believe, dancer of his moves. And the question is Hrithik Singh completely that Hrithik Roshan of the game? And it does make that ball dance with that slaps off his bat. It's really the question to be answered. Nadeem, who will be bringing his variations. First ball, goes just, oh, what a catch! What an absolute one-handed catch from Sahil Shepi. It's an incredible catch. Never easy. Diving to his unnatural side. It's only 3 balls. But these catches, they turn the game rapidly. And we have seen some brilliant catching from Sultans, Asim Bashir, and now it's Sahil Shefi. Suhas being added into the playing 11 of Hill View Rajouri today. Still, I would say Sultans will be quite delighted with the way things have gone for them. Able to try and just keep Hill View on the check of their radar and not letting them go for some big runs on the board. But this catch, this was truly an unbelievable left-hand take, one-hand take. And where they finish, 2 balls, Nirvani on the strike, 18 of 14. Nadeem, very special talent to bowl in the last moments. Can they go and pass 130? That was a brilliant take. The timing of that catch and the dive was something glorious, perfection. Slower ball, down the track, long on, catches it. It's all. This is a brilliant take. Once again, it's Asim Bashir, the hitman from Tangmarg. What a day he's having. 3rd catch of the day. And Pawan Nirvani goes. 2nd wicket in this over. So they are all out. 128 with 1 ball to go. So Sultans are chasing 120. company with. Not a big total is what Sultans are chasing, 129 only. And they're off the mark. It's Asim Bashir. And you all know that Asim Bashir recently was in just bit of good form. And I believe it's a power play. It would definitely bring the real results. And they have just come up with a different opener today. It's Asim Rathar. So they send in left and right hand combination. Just trying to check him with a shot of length. So decision is currently approved. Trying to send down the left and right hand combination. Maybe just trying to unsettle the line. It's already that stage where you got to looking for that good partnership straight away. And a wrong ball, lovely shot. It's Nasir Kumar who gets onto the top of the ball. And eventually with both openers off the mark. It's not too much where you got to try yourself. Just push through. Just a simple going. Just fraction over 6 what you need. Sultan Warriors. It's a qualifier. The team winning will go to the finals. The team losing will have got one more match to play. So far it's a nice start. Sultan's just looking quite slow with the approach. Keeping wickets in hand. Last ball coming. And driving but finding Umar lefty on that. Cover point region. It's a dot to finish. Just 2 runs from the over. Chasing 129. Starting off its slow approach. And
घर रहने की बस एक जगह नहीं बल्कि एक एहसास है। एहसास खुशी का, एहसास सुकून का, अपने आराम का। और इस एहसास को पाने के लिए सालों गुजर जाते हैं।
And they go with Irfan Mir. Another surprising decision from Ishtiaq. No Ritik, no Pawan, no Suhas. Capitalizing on Irfan Mir because it's a left-hander at your hands. So better choice to go with. Nicely played. So far the best thing these two have started to look in. They've got the balls on the bat. Haven't seen some magical balls from Ishtiaq or Irfan Mir pretty early in this power play. So it's quite clear. Hill View Rajouri need wickets to try and create an impression. And Sultans need to create contribution. And it's in the power play. Both things will come your way. On the rise. And you look in the field, there is no slips in place. There is a backward point, Jahangir Lode. There is a cover point, there is covers, there is an extra cover. And on the onside, you will find mid-on, just a bit wideish in the form of Nasir Kumar. Umar lefty stands inside the circle on that short mid-wicket. And Ishtiaq Nag at the deep square leg. And he goes straight down the ground. Has it carried? We got to see and get the confirmation from Arif. And here he goes. Just some inches in front of the line. And it goes over the fence, taking a bounce. And the first boundary from Sultans. And they will take it. The best thing for the shot. It was hit over the head of the bowler. Any format you play the shot, you will always find great results. I believe the plan of these two batters is quite understood. You know, they are known to the situation. It's not that big stage wherein you are going for those big run chases. It's only 129, you know, you go and stay on the crease, you give yourself time, occupy the crease. The runs can come for you. And after 2, going with 3.5. So talking to the captains at the toss, they were appreciating the real efforts put in by this House of Wealth Management Committee for bringing the qualifier. We get the top team of the pool. And if it is knockout based, you know, you get in that second round beaten and you go out of the tournament just staying at the top of the pool. But out here, it's quite different story. You know, you are at the top of the pool, you qualify, you lose, you go with one more opportunity. Nicely played, Azim Rathar. So the plan is quite understood again. Azim Rathar has been sent down to just stay on the wicket, sneak through for runs in the form of singles and doubles. Lest he can lead it up to those remaining partners who join there, and they will go for those plans. And that's what Asim Bashir is doing. .129 chasing. It's 9 without a wicket. And down the leg. Should be another wide. And they are running through for one more extra. So far, if we compare till now, Hill View Rajouri, they were 1 down with Ishtaq Rasool out for 6. Just the second ball of the innings. Sultans are coming up with the plans, and I can see the people, the spectators, the lovers of the game. They're coming in huge numbers. Good number of support for both sides. And these are the two rivals. Big names of the game here in J&K cricket. And giving the best. And Ishtaq Rasool is using all his experience in the game. We all know that he can just surprise you with those short of length balls. That was a short of length ball, hit through. That's gone through extra covers. And the ball rolls through the carpet and dances away for 4 runs. So the first boundary for Azim. And Ishtaq Rasool not happy with that fielder. He wants him to be just a bit more wider and a bit deeper. That wasn't the case. And eventually it went away, flash and goes for 4 runs. So first boundary from Azim. And the second boundary in the innings, in the chase for Sultans. Oh, just short. That's where Ishtaq can surprise you. He's naturally a gifted all-rounder. Has got a good knowledge of the game. There you go. He was testing Azim Rathar with that shot of length. And he was hit beautifully. The runs are coming. Even though not at a big speed, but coming quite in good fashion. Slightly going over 5 now. This over has seen a lot of wides, boundaries, singles, everything. And if you look at the combination of Sultans today, it's quite unexpected. in surprising combination. Send down Azim Rathar alongside Asim Bashir. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. Committed for the shot pretty early. Had to use just a slow and soft approach. And it just got a bit more quicker on that. There could have been just some thick edge.
Nextcraft Consultants are your trusted partner in engineering, architectural, and designing services. We turn your vision into reality. At Nextcraft Consultants, we believe that every dream home starts with a great design. Our dedicated team works closely with you. We pride ourselves on our attention to detail, creating spaces that not only meet your needs, but also reflect your personal style. With our commitment to excellence, we will bring your vision to life, ensuring your home is a true reflection of you.
Now we can have some surprising changes. You know, Irfan Mir, he was tested for 1 over. I guess he has been taken off and captain goes to, I guess it's Ritik. A man known for his celebrations. A lap-tom spinner. And is he able to do some Ritik things? Rasul will enjoy a lot the spin of the bowling. Still Pawan Nirvani to come, Suhas to come. But Sultan Warriors, they are very, very curious and serious about the chase. Not losing the cool. They're keeping their shirts on. That's where the plan lies. Down the leg. Umpire Arif, he flexes his arms, calls it as a wide ball. So we have seen fair number of extras. You know, in that last over we saw 2 from Ishtiaq. We're seeing the first one from Ritik. Normally you don't see him bowling too many. And I believe the ball brushing the pads. So everything just going in the plans. Sultans got his best opportunity to count. That's what we call make or break. They will be loving and liking to make it. Because you never see quite often to try and chase down these kinds of low totals. That too at this big stage of the qualifier. This can let you go straight to the final, Sultans. We all know Hill View Rajouri, they will not just let these runs being scored with so easy nature. Especially having the combination of those brilliant spinners in your lineup. And Azim Rathar uses his arms. And he uses them to the best. Uses his long and goes for the first 6 of the chase. A great slog. Using all his metal and muscles he has got. And sending the ball, dispatching it over long gone. And it goes to that football ground to play some football. Great extension offs. Watch out. And he used all his absolute prime of his arms. That's bringing Sultans quite close now. Very control on the game. This power play having no wicket down. And he goes again. Just falls short of long on. Now the plan, the game, the introduction. And a single to finish, I believe. And I believe there are some good number of runs in this over. So eventually Sultans with that approach now looks really on the top of the tree in the chase. And it's Ishtaq Rasool. And he will be bowling his third on the trot. That's always his normal plan, to try and bowl straight on one side. But Asim Rothera's approach, that's magnificent company today. Good combination. And a brave move by Sultan's management. Flex beautifully. With every ball, he will look into confident striker of the ball, knowing that it's not a big chase for you, so you can enjoy some dots. And a left and right hand combination, giving some exercise to the fieldsmen as well. Because not too many left-handers in the lineup of Sultans if you look deep. Wasim Kachur, a right-hander. Zuhur Zolo, a right-hander. Danish Muzaffar, a right-hander. Nadeem Dar, a right-hander. Parvez Rasool, a right-hander. Nadeem Butt, a right-hander. So not too many left-hand options. So that's why you got to be quite clever with your plans. And I believe a lot of homework, a lot of preparations, a lot of strategies to try and just get into the plan. And that's why Asim Rothera, mostly you will find him just coming at the number 9. But today, just sent down as an opener alongside Asim Bashir, having that left and right hand combination to try and unsettle the line and length of the bowlers. That's working so nice for the side Sultans. It's a brilliant move, brave move. And he looks quite a very solid batter. It reminds me of great skipper of New Zealand, Stephen Fleming. And it was him who actually introduced Daniel Vettori as that man who would start in the power play quite for a fair bit of time. Daniel Vettori, who was known for his left-arm bowling skills. And he goes! He goes in style. That's over extra cover. Has the ball got pace? Yes, it has. Another great shot. Coordination. Eye-hand coordination. And an extension of arms. That was a perfection in the example. Another boundary to Asim Rothera. Now even Ishtaq Rasool also looks. And he looks completely being dominated by the likes of Asim Rothera. So the plan is working nicely. That was glorious shot with one knee down. Typical Kumar Sangakkara from Sri Lanka would play these shots. Glorious Apish. Oh, Apish. Could be. It's a commentator's curse. He goes. Ishtaq Rasool strikes. And it's Asim Rothera not able to read and ride onto the bounce. And a simple catch to Hrithik. And eventually, it's the first bullet drawn. Asim goes out for 21 of 16. Ishtaq. They could not ride onto the bounce, and a brilliant catch. So finally, that partnership broken. But I would still say it's a good. Has got one ball to go. 1 for 17. And is it? Oh, just close to Waitili. There was some bat and pad involved. And Ishtaq Rasool is pissed off the man. Why would not you throw? There was a proper backing. But eventually, it's the end of that over. A wicket in it, some runs as well. 5 gone. And starting off nice, losing a wicket as well. I would still say it's a just balance in the game. Two prime openers actually, they were regularly open for the side of Sultans. Wasim Kachur, Asim Bashir. Asim Bashir hailing from Tangmar.
खराब है लेकिन हॉस्पिटल तक जाना डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है. डोंट वरी एट ऑल क्योंकि हम लेके आए हैं टेलीप्रेक, एक ऐसा स्मार्ट हेल्थ केयर ऐप जहां आप घर बैठे ही टॉप डॉक्टर्स के साथ कंसल्टेशंस कर सकते हैं. घर बैठे ही आप अपने लैब टेस्ट्स भी बुक कर सकते हैं और हाँ, यहाँ आप अपनी मेडिसिन भी इजीली ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं, वो भी सेविंग्स के साथ. तो अभी डाउनलोड करें टेलीप्रेक ऐप.
There will be a change. And it is a change. If I'm not wrong, I guess it's Suhas, the man that has been brought into the lineup today. Captain wants him now to break, not let these two season campaigns to settle through. And there is definitely something in the pitch for the slower bowlers, spin bowlers. And most importantly, when you are a big turner of the ball, you can create challenges at the hands of these batters. It's going to be the last over of the power play. With Asim Bashir, looks very slow. You know, that's the game that he has to go through. Plan is working. He's going with a strike rate of only 50. Batting on half a dozen of dozen balls. Let's see how he approaches in the last over of the power play. And lovely shot. There is a fielder giving chase. And he gives up. He gives up his run. That's attack. And that's the best defense. And when it's the last over of the power play, you would love to count more. And that's what Asim Bashir did. And welcome to the bowling spell, Suhas. That was a glorious cover drive. Pashes it through with much power and much selection of the gap. Perfect bisection. Equation, I believe. Oh, that's a bad news. That's a bad news. He has twisted his ankle, has he? He's limping. He's limping. He has twisted his ankle, I believe. And he's going through severe pain. He's taking his boot off, is he? Umpire Javed Daryal also gets close to the man, asking him, are you feeling okay? Well, that will give you a clear view. Oh, that's really serious. And he just got it twisted. And it really can make him feel absolutely challenged to try and just continue his bowling. Now Jagir Learn patting him up. There you would see. There. Now it's all on your screen. There you go. That's quite hard as a bowler. Tough one. And he's a fighter. He is indeed a fighter. And he gets ready to bowl still. He shows a bit of limping scenes now. And is it going to have some impact on his bowling performance? So then it comes quite good for the account of Sultan Warriors Baramullah. And they will take that. A lot of people, great number of fans for both sides coming here in huge numbers. And he goes over mid-on. That's his plan. With power play on. Mid-on inside the circle. All you need to do, just make the ball go pass over his head. And that's what Asim Bashir knew. Lovely shot again. Second boundary. And the plan is quite good. Not let this man settle down. That will really create challenges to Ishtaq Rasool. And it goes again. Straight down the ground. Just in a lash. Oh, what a shot. Oh. It's dealing in boundaries. It's Asim Bashir who is stealing the show now. Had some glorious shot selection. Watch out. Over the head of the bowler. And quickly it goes and goes for 4 runs. third boundary. Now going, it's Ishtiaq. Oh no! He will be just a spectator and the ball has gone over square leg. It's 6. It's 18 from the no one and still a ball to go. Suhas. It's Asim Bashir, the hitman of Tangmarg, the hitman of Sultans, and is hitting Suhas at his will. What a great selection of shots. Well, you will see all wide range of shots. And ultimately, just enjoying the real breather. That's glorious cricket by the likes of Asim Bashir. Careful, switching to the normal policy. And he knows we already have 18 from the over, so why go for those big shots? Look at that. That was a glorious shot. Clean as a whistle. And a powerful blow from Asim Bashir. Sultan Warriors are on the top of the game, even though wicket has gone down. And Asim Bashir is absolutely playing a knock where he will be cheered a lot for. Let's see, is he going to continue? Maybe. Now Ishtiaq feels that it's a time to bring Pawan Nirvani, or he just continues with Ritik. Maybe he keeps Pawan for some back moments, but 50 up on the board. Power play done. It's going quite easy now. 79 needed of 80 ball. With 9 wickets in hand, Sultans should try and get over the line with ease. It will be Ritik who continues. Watchful. Very good cricket. So now questions and challenges at the hands of Ishtiaq Rasool, Hill View Rajouri. Wickets not coming. Runs being scored freely, aggressively. Not too much of turn we can see. It was expected a lot. These turners of the ball will really create challenges. Oh, and again a glorious drive. Ho, 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 ho. That's running so smart. It's running brilliantly through the gap of cover and extra cover. Not too much power. It was all timing and placement. That's Asim Bashir at his lethal best. Prime selection of shot from Asim Bashir. And great thing, minimizing that turn and reaching close to that pitch and just bisecting. And the bisection was something exemplary. Bowled him! What a ball! Absolutely the best way. And no celebration goes for anything. He was about to celebrate, but Asim Bashir, he's stunned, he's surprised, he's shocked, he's taken aback.
विकेट्स गिरते रहेंगे, लेकिन आपके पैसे को गिरने न देगा हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ। विकेट्स गिरते रहेंगे, लेकिन आपके पैसे को गिरने न देगा हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ।
रन्स तो बनते रहेंगे, आपका पैसा कब बनेगा? जाने के लिए कांटेक्ट करें हाउस ऑफ वेल्थ को।
And who goes in now replacing Asim? I believe it's Sahil Shipi. Not easy. Javed Daryal, he will give a real test with the batting gauge. Not just passing out that batting gauge of Javed Daryal, so he is being rejected with the bat, so he got to go and demand a new bat from the dugout. Talk about that ball. was a brilliant ball from Ritik. And Asim was having no clue, no idea. And he was beaten and struck on the top of the stumps. It's 55 for 2. Good innings from was Asim Bashir. And finally, it's 74 of 80. That's the equation that stays for you now. That is Sahil producing some real thump to this partnership. Has been working quite brilliantly for both the wickets. Waitili behind the stumps, always a busy man. And Ritik is always lethal after taking a wicket. And it's tough to control then. Just leaning forward, defensive, looking for 2, should get easily. Brilliant running. That's great communication. And having a run out of ball, you know, you will just really keep Ishtaq Rasool on that test. It's not that big chase, and you keep on moving with 1s and 2s, going with 4-5 runs per over. That's where you can create challenges for Ishtaq Rasool and his company. And they go through for one more. Will be a leg by. There comes the confirmation from Javed Daryal. So you look in this over, there has been a single, there has been a boundary, a wicket, a double, a leg by. Everything coming in this over. It has been a full drama.
Think mobile. Think Solucity.
Cricket. And you believe and you know your champions never give up. They will keep fighting till last, and that's what these two teams are doing. Fighting to get over the line. And not easy for both. Very solid defense. So captain now relying and going back to Irfan Mir. Still no Pawan Nirvani in the line in the bowling. So the plan is quite understood. Oh, could be tight. And he was just dying to come back for 2. He was pushing his partner. But Sahil was showing no interest at all. And it could have been surely dangerous signs for Wasim Kachur. Even though he hasn't been there for too many balls, just batting on 1 up 2, has been off the strike for more. Again, not in trust. So Irfan Mir, you know he has got 465 matches. He has got around 500 wickets. He's got a true knowledge of the game. So hitting this man at ease, never an easy cup of tea to enjoy. There you go, just a single run in this over, and you will see a lot of dots. And down the track, this time uses soft hands, just taps the ball around to the point region. And run through for a single, makes it 2 from the over. 8 overs gone, slightly going over 7. Chasing 129, Sultans, they're 60 for 2.
Nextcraft Consultants are your trusted partner in engineering, architectural, and designing services. We turn your vision into reality. At Nextcraft Consultants, we believe that every dream home starts with a great design. Our dedicated team works closely with you. We pride ourselves on our attention to detail, creating spaces that not only meet your needs, but also reflect your personal style. With our commitment to excellence, we will bring your vision to life, ensuring your home is a true reflection of you.
So Ritik will continue. Things looking tough for Ishtaq and his troops. The owner of Hill View Rajouri, Zaid Saab, is also in the house. I could see him. And Wasim Kachur, you will always see him just doing a bit of innovation in his game, in his innings. He's a busy cricketer. Applies some selection of shots, quite strange at moments. That's a lovely drive. So, good thing what we have seen so far as a batter, if you play with full face of the blade. You know, you have good selection of gaps. You can hit the ball and you can go through that rotation. That's what now Sahil also believes and enjoys in. Because if you look at the equation, you just run a ball. Even though you got two balls more than the number of runs you got to go with. And eventually that can just make you feel quite relaxed. You can enjoy some balls as dots as well. And again, Ishtaq just giving his batter best. Sahil, quick run between the wickets. And enjoying some slide on the ground. He's laying and lying on the ground. He's always a very good cricketer. Active, acrobatic, athletic. In every department you talk about. Javed Daryal stopping the bowler. But Ritik, you could see his bowling is third, has been hit for 20. A wicket as well. So if you just keep on moving and if you just keep on scoring with this rate, I believe with this approach, the players of Hill View Rajouri might just get a bit, you know, a bit shaky off that.
एहसास खुशी का, एहसास सुकून का, अपने आराम का, और इस एहसास को पाने के लिए सालों गुजर जाते.
So I was mentioning about the plan of these two batters. It just keep on busy, you know, move on with ones and twos, not go hard. Those big shots not necessarily required for you. And just make these fielders just make them feel a bit hard for them to find wickets. Indeed, they will just get a bit lost of that interest in the game. This could be Nasir Kumar. Oh, catches it. And Irfan Mir just working on the mind. And eventually it has come out as a very good catch by Nasir Kumar. Sahil ship he goes. Looked set, lost cool, lost shirt, and lost his wicket. It's 3 down. And out walk to the center. I believe the GOAT.
एक ऐसी जर्नी जहां मंजिल सिर्फ एक होती है, खुदा का घर। अल सफीर टूर्स के साथ अपनी जिंदगी का सबसे पाक सफर शुरू कीजिए, हज या उम्रा। हर कदम पर हम हैं आपके साथ। वीजा, टिकट, अकोमोडेशन, सब कुछ आसान और आरामदायक। इस बार अपना सफर अल सफीर के साथ तय कीजिए। बुक नाउ, जन्नत के सफर का वक्त आ गया है। अल सफीर टूर्स एंड ट्रैवल्स, खिदमत में हमेशा।
So Parvez Rasool now. Yeah, a lot will depend on this man. The man of the match yesterday against the likes of Stars Badgam. Nicely driven. Equation now stands. It's a balance. Number of bowls, number of runs. But that wickets column where you have got 7 wickets in hand, Sultans. Down the track, upish, glorious use of the feet. Just putting the dancing shoes on and just knew where he was playing. A bit inside out. Even though I won't call it completely a bit inside out because it would have been inside out had he just got deep in the crease. But using dancing shoes on and just chipping it over extra cover. Lovely shot and a good way to open your account. And he's a busy player and he will push on you. The ball is running away down to the deep point. And a good running between the wickets, coming back for 2 more runs. Parvez Rasool. I play when he was used in that series against Zimbabwe by Indian captain. He was brilliant with that performance. I still remember that he bowled to Shikhar Dhawan in that IPL. That was a beauty. And he was castled through. And Upston Bales had gone for a walk. Mostly in those days, he would be known as a dominant bowler, but then... Thank you. Look at that running. That's great. Irfan Mir is not happy with Nasir Kumar. And eventually, Parvez Rasool, you all know he is a quick runner between the wickets and he will push Wasim for 2. That's a living example. So he goes on to 8. Look at that. That was great use of the feet. Wonderful. Eyes on the ball. And great eye-hand coordination. I believe now Ishtar goes to that last bowling option and using him as a trump card. And it's Pawan Nirvani who's bringing Hill View Rajouri back into the business. Try was assembly. Even though the preparation of Hill View Rajouri, knowing that Sultan Warriors Baramullah have got, except one, all the right-handed batters. But still those left-arm bowling options have not been able to create that impression. It's looking quite easy with these batters to run through, bat through. There you see maturity, glorious. Committed for that square cut, but at the last moment changed his mind. Soft approach in the play, Parvez Rasool. So I would say as a commentator, if any youngster is watching this man bat, a lot of things to learn. You know, you can do your basics right. You can do your running right. You can just get through how this man just works, just gets his utilization of the crease. Overall, that's very smart cricket. Look, he will push his partner for 2. Knowing that the fielder is quite close and top on the ball. Changing the mind. Running has been brilliant with these two. 73 for 3. Wickets have gone down, but the runs are on the board. Oh, delicate. That's a delicate shot from Parvez. And will come back for 2 more runs. Intentionally, this is what we call eyes on the ball, watching it till late and just using that pace of the ball, just guiding it. That is brilliant cricket from Parvez Rasool. Strike rate of 200. Just a boundary, but he is dealing in doubles. And he has come up at that crucial stage. It's a middle phase. And great use of the feet again. Minimizing that turn and spin. And the good thing about his batting is not playing any dot balls. So he's keeping those questions, the challenges. And his appearance and approach will just make it come out as a jolt for Hill View Rajouri. Because till he's on the crease, things will really difficult and tough for Hill View. And you all know how great of a player he is. Another run to the board.
मैक्स होम सॉल्यूशंस पर आओ, निटको टाइल्स लगवाओ, घर को स्टाइलिश बनाओ।
And both these batters, if you see, it's completely a bit of reverse. Parvez batting on 12 up 7. Wasim batting on 7 up 12. And he is trying to go for a paddle sweep. But they need a wicket desperately. They need to break this partnership, stay alive in the game. Because things are looking quite uphill. It's proving out to be just like a cakewalk for the Sultan Warriors Baramullah side. 50 more in 50 in 54. Oh, losing. That's called giving you a wicket away. Why would you come down the track when the things were really going smooth and fine for you? It's Wasim Kachru who is stumped and Suhas strikes. And White Daly behind the stumps doing the job. And all of a sudden there is a twist in the game. Kachru goes. Look at that, how far he had gone. And eventually ball keeping low and doing the damage. This game is alive. Don't go anywhere. And now let's see who joins. At that required run rate, that's something where Sultans can feel at ease. But I would say Wasim Kashru, he just threw his wicket. It's called a throwing up to the spongy. Yeah, it's a crucial moment. Still 50 runs to get. Zahoor Zolo now joins Parvez Rasool. But Parvez's approach, that can handle the pressure, handle the heat. Out there, a busy play, runs through hard, makes his partner run through. Onto the back foot. I remember recently in that semi-final, Sopor Stallions, when he joined Adil Kachru, it was a bad call. Adil Kachru was run out. That was a turning point for Sopor Stallions. Lovely drive, glorious. That is just gone down to the long off. It's going in singles, and that's what you got to go with. No hard strokes, no big shots. And a single to finish. Dozen of overs gone. Half dozen of extras in the column. It's 82 for 4.
Nextcraft Consultants are your trusted partner in engineering, architectural, and designing services. We turn your vision into reality. At Nextcraft Consultants, we believe that every dream home starts with a great design. Our dedicated team works closely with you. We pride ourselves on our attention to detail, creating spaces that not only meet your needs, but also reflect your personal style. With our commitment to excellence, we will bring your vision to life, ensuring your home is a true reflection of you.
Hrithik will continue. And even though you just run a ball game from here, Sultans need not to panic a lot. They got 6 wickets in hand. Except some miracles. Oh, surprising ball. On the rise he wants to play. Got beaten. One wicket more and Hill View Rajouri back in the business. And the plan, that's to keep the dots more. Not let these batters, especially Zahoor Zolo, has recently joined in. Oh, goodness me, another beauty. But that's where lies the test of the batter. There is an unwanted guest in the ground. As a batsman, when you get beaten more often, and you are being tested by your patience level, and I believe Zahoor Zolo needs to believe it. It is nothing to worry if you just happen to play some dot balls. And just deflecting it down. No more runs again. It's proving out to be quite a handy over, only a single so far. His bowling is last to Hrithik, 1 for 21. Leaning forward again. Great over comes to an end. Just a single, done with his quota and done with his spell. 1 for 21 Hrithik, 13 gone, just a single from it. It's 83 for 4. That should be a white ball, it is. And if you try and closely analyze the approach of Sultan batters, I believe the inclusion of Parvez Rasool is making... Oh, that's been swung hard. Carries all the way. This is what confirmation comes from the umpire, Arif. It's gone all the way. It's gone for 6. That's where Zahoor Zolo can do the damage. The best shot to release the pressure. It was coming quite slow at you. That's what he was doing, and releasing the pressure with that big straight down the ground shot. So I was mentioning about the inclusion of Parvez Rasool in the lineup. You know, you need to always have a match winner and an experienced cricketer in your side when you are going with downfall of the game. Really, there is appreciation. Solo, it goes big. It's bigger than the last one. That's gone in the parking slot. And the ball is taking some rest in that slot. It's all that muscle power by this vintage Zohar Zolo. And he started to now look and seal the deal. And he's dealing it in style. Magnificent strike down the ground. That's gone all the way. And I believe it's a new ball please game now. Suhas. Even though he got the wicket of Wasim Kachru in that last over, but he has been not let to settle down. That's a big move by Zohar Zolo. Nicely played. And glorious stop from Irfan Mir. So back to my, real consideration about the inclusion of Parvez Rasool in the side. And he goes again. This time, over wide is long gone and goes for the number 3 in the over. And you could see the smiles on his face. It's all done. It's all merries. It's all cherries. And it's all pleasing moments. And he gets his tongue within those teeth. And enjoying the moments, knowing that now they're on the top of the game. What a moment it's for Sultans. Is it what we call the Sultans are back? Absolute carnage in that last over. Sixes raining straight down the ground. And 1 over wide is long gone. And the courtesy is Zohar Zolo from Sultans. He's on absolute fire. It's 1 or 2 for 4. Only 27 needed. And I guess we've got 37 balls left. Suhas, look at that over. A wide, a 6, a dot, a 6, a dot, a 6. It's all going absolutely in that kitty of Sultan. And is Zolo going and trying and attempting one more. Last ball coming. Suhas has been hit for 40. Plenty of runs. Quite expensive. And you can enjoy that freedom having the likes of Parvez Rasool at your side. Again goes. Ho, 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 ho. This time through extra covers. It's all raining in boundaries and sixes now. 23 runs from this over.
तबीयत खराब है लेकिन हॉस्पिटल तक जाना डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है, डोंट वरी एट ऑल, क्योंकि हम लेके आए हैं टेलीप्रेक, एक ऐसा स्मार्ट हेल्थ केयर ऐप जहां आप घर बैठे ही टॉप डॉक्टर्स के साथ कंसल्टेशंस कर सकते हैं। घर बैठे ही आप अपने लैब टेस्ट्स भी बुक कर सकते हैं और हाँ, यहाँ आप अपनी मेडिसिन भी इजीली ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं, वो भी सेविंग्स के साथ। तो अभी डाउनलोड करें टेलीप्रेक ऐप।
What a run chase. What a run chase from Sultans. That's where you need just one good game to bounce back. Once again, I would say it was a brave decision to bring in Parvez Rasool into the side. Brilliant bowling performance, 3 wickets, and now batting well. And just giving a bit of confidence to the likes of Zohar Zolo. He likes the company, that's what. He is playing his shots. Brave shots, no fearing at all. And now Sultans would be believing And already gone past 100, only 4 wickets down, just requiring 21 more. Just a game of those 3-4 more overs, you know, you can just enjoy that run chase, being on the wickets with that simple going. And the best thing about the Zolo, his clean striking abilities. How late he plays, deep in the crease, creating room, a bit quicker, but still eyes on the ball. That's best thing about this Parvez's knock. You will see him always busy, goes run a ball. Doesn't allow to be just onto the crease by having those too many dots. Pavan Nirvani again, no impressions. Cuts, should come back for 2 more runs. Easy pickings for Parvez Rasool. International icon showcasing his international abilities. Great of all time. Only international cricket from Kashmir Valley. Oh, brilliant. Sending down him back. Not for the runs this moment. Dot ball to finish. 4 runs from the over. 15 gone. It's 110 for 4.
अल-सफ़ीर टूर एंड ट्रेवल्स, जो आपकी मुक़द्दस ख्वाहिश को हकीकत में बदलता है, आपके नेक सफ़र में पल पल का साथी। हम फराहम करते हैं हज और उम्रा के मुकम्मल पैकेजेस, आरामदेह रिहाइश, पुरसकून और महफूज सफ़र, कदम ब कदम रहनुमाई। आपका सफ़र हरमैन हमारा एजाज़। आज ही रब्ता कीजिए अल-सफ़ीर टूर एंड ट्रेवल्स, गांजीवारा, अनंतनाग।
And Sultan is just 19 runs away and cement the place in the finals of House of Wealth. And Hill View Rajouri with one more opportunity. And what a lovely shot. Just a one-handed. Lost the grip. And still, there was a fielder. So it's now becoming quite easy. You know, it's run chase, quite simple. Single Nelson on the board, 1-1-1. Parvez using his feet and to the perfection. What a great use of the feet. Fearless Parvez Rasool. Not fearing at all. Using his all feet. Putting the dancing shoes on. And hitting Mir out of Luktipoora. 6. This is a perfection matching the perfection. Solid defense. Copybook. Wow. 117 for 4. Just a dozen needed now. 2 big sixes. And Sultan Warriors Baramullah cementing. And going to the finals. Easy. Easy. It's very easy approach. But I believe Asim Bashir is not much incredible. Asim Rathod also in the opening played some good shots. Then Parvez Rasool, he was the man, a main pillar of the batting lineup. Oh, down the track. Ho, ho, ho! That's gone and hitting the side screen. It's Zolo. And he's doing his bat. Absolutely speaking, singing, thrashing and bashing. It's only half a dozen now. Look at that. It was a tossed ball. A bit flight. And it goes again, falling short of Nasir Kumar. Is looking in a hurry to try and seal the deal. Only 5 needed, rather 4 needed. It's 1-2-5 for 4. Look at that, clean strike down the ground. Great use of the feet. And ball hits the side screen. Ishtiaq Rasool now gets ready to bowl. 4 runs needed of 24 balls. And he goes in style. There's a long on in place. So it's going to be Parvez Rasool who can hit the finishing runs. A winning stroke. 3 needed. Is he using his feet? Coming down the track. Hitting him over the line. Last ball. And he uses his soft skills again. And he is a disciplined cricketer. They would not play some irresponsible shots. But Sultan Warriors Baramullah back into the line, back into the form, back into the business. Go to the finals with this victory. And Hill View Rajouri will have one more match to qualify. They also can qualify for the finals. You never know. They win that second match and they go to the finals. Means we're having Hill View and Sultans in the finals. You never know. Oh, Apesh could be caught and is. It's Zola who lost his cool. And it's number 5 that goes down. And Ishaq Rasool strikes. He has the number 2 now. Two more runs needed, and in walks to the center the Gandharabal boy, Danish Muzaffar. And can he hit those winning runs? Watchful. Even though Ishaq Rasool is bowling his last over off his spell, 1 ball to go, 2 runs and a wicket. And a lovely drive. So scores a level. Danish will keep the strike. And he has got that absolute opportunity to hit those winning runs. It scores level 1-8 for 5. 3 overs to go. Just a single to go with. And an absolute. It's only 1 run to get. It's Ankush Bandral. And he goes in style. That's a winning moment. And with this, Sultan Warriors Baramullah got over the line and they booked the place in the finals. हेलो हेलो